the best lesson for me was coming back from what happened. You know, going to jail, losing everything, coming back and building another business. So what happens very often is that, you know, when you make money so fast on Wall Street, you don't really build anything. You're buying and selling and trading the ingenuity of others. There's no way to really feel like, you know, how do you put value on what you're doing? You then only have money is the only barometer of what you're doing. So, and then money, well, okay, it's in the bank. So you have to buy something to make it real. So you buy a huge house, a yacht, a jet. So then that feels really great for like a minute. And then I gotta buy a bigger house and a bigger yacht. And, you know, money, as I always say, money's like alcohol. It amplifies, it doesn't change you. You know, if someone's an asshole and they drink, you know, they're a giant asshole when they're drunk, right? If someone's an awesome, funny person, when they drink, they're the life of the party, right? Money's very similar. It's not going to make you anything that you're not, but it'll make you more of what you are. So what happens to a lot of people, it just amplifies the bad and amplifies the good as well, right? Most of us, and I'll be the first to admit that, I emerged from my adolescence. I wasn't the captain of the football team, most popular guy, the suave with girls. Like most of us, we struggled with those things when we were teenagers. So I go into my adulthood with like these insecurities and saying, you know what? But once I get rich and I get like powerful, then I'll feel good. So while you're out there striving for success and clawing for it, even though you feel insecure a lot and you don't feel like you're really comfortable in your own skin, you say, I know why. It's because I don't have success yet. But then you achieve massive success and you get everything that you always wanted. And then, I still feel the same way inside. What do I do now?
You know, there are two types of people in this world. I have 4 points here for a reason. On one side of the equation, we have what are called reason people. And reason people are the ones that give you all the frickin' reasons why they can't go out and become successful. They're filled with reasons. It costs too much money, I have to work too hard, I have to travel too far, I have to risk taking it. And I call them ducks. Quack, quack, fucking ducks. Quack, 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 right? Those are basically the losers in life. And they wallow around in a duck pond filled with duck shit and don't really ever go anywhere. They're so sold on their own story, the story they create up here, their own narrative, the tale they create about why they can't get what they want. And it's actually the story that they tell themselves about why they can't get what they want that stops them from getting what they want. They're so ingrained, they're so sold on their own story about it's their parents' fault, it's the government's fault, it's society's fault, it's their boss's fault, it was their 3rd grade teacher's fault, it's their mommy's, quack, 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 fucking quack. It's all a bunch of bullshit. Those are the ducks of the world. And we all know them. We know some of them. And on the other side of the equation, you have what are called results people. And these are the people who just get shit done. They get results. They don't buy into a bullshit story. They take action. They overcome. They either find a way or they make a way. And I call those people eagles. We call these people eagles because they soar. Eagles soar and they get shit done. These are the people that end up getting rich in life. They get promotions at work, they become top producers, they start successful companies, they employ other people, they take care of their parents, they help out people in their community, they solve people's problems. They're eagles.
Empowering beliefs lead to a lifetime of joy and happiness, and disempowering beliefs lead to a life of quiet desperation. It's the way it is. You cannot rise above the level of your limiting beliefs. Crack those limiting beliefs. And the way you do it is very simple, because a belief is nothing but an idea that you're really certain about. Just imagine the belief is a tabletop. That's the idea. And the legs beneath the table are the references that make you think you're right. Because we take beliefs as the facts of life. So my belief was what? That my past will always haunt me, and my reference to what any negative article or anything that happened, I say, you see, I'm right, my past will always haunt me. That's how a belief is built. But what happens is this, the truth is, and one of the fundamental tenets of neurolinguistic programming is, we are not our past experiences. We are the capabilities and the resources that we've gleaned from them.
And that's what you see happen, not just on Wall Street, but in Hollywood, with people like Lindsay Lohan, these child, they get so famous, and they feel like, and then while they're trying to get famous, they're okay, because they say, I don't feel great, but I know I'll feel great once I get famous. Because that's what my vision is. When I achieve my vision, when I get that. Then I'll feel good. Then you're like, that's when the real panic sets in. So with me, it's like I said, if I ever get rich and power, and all of a sudden I had every girl after me. I'm rich by, and I'm still the same guy. That's when I think a lot of the problems start. You want to start self-medicating, and because success doesn't change you; it just amplifies you. So any insecurities you have become even bigger, and so forth. If at the end of the life, if you have a partner, a wife, or a husband, or a significant other that you really connect with and understands you and you can trust, a couple of good friends, you're doing really well in this world. I had this desire for instant gratification. It's just sort of a mentality that you want everything tomorrow. Now, looking back as a sober adult now, right, 50 plus years old, right? What is business? What is the purpose of business? The purpose of business is to monetize the delivery of value. That's what businesses do, right? A business has a product, a good, a service.
It solves the problem of a customer.
Yeah, and it's valuable to someone else, right? And the purpose of an organized business is to deliver the value in a way that actually makes money. Like if it costs you more to deliver the value than you can get from the customer, well, then you lose money. You're not in business. So the purpose of the business is to deliver value, right?
Shit happens to people. You make huge mistakes. But you're not those mistakes. You're not your bankruptcy. You're not your failure. What you are is the lessons that you've learned from that you can use now. You're the resources that you've gleaned from that you can use now. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And it's true. You go back to and you look at it from a different angle with different resources in you, unconditional love, confidence, clarity, certainty, and your beliefs all of a sudden take on an entirely new meaning. And it starts with the language that you apply to them. Is it the end or is it the beginning? Is God punishing me or is God giving me the opportunity of a lifetime? It's language. And these beliefs that we have, because they're below the surface, we take them as facts of life. And they're not. They're just beliefs.